Uh, Sega Marine Fishing. Now, I like the fishing games. I like games like this, especially at the arcades where they actually have the rods and you actually get to pull it. But I don't have the rod, so I have to make do with the controller. But this was really fun to play. You know, catching a shark or uh, a a swordfish or things like that. But there's one scene like I don't like this big whale that comes by. He comes out of nowhere and that kind of freaks me out a little bit. I just can't. There's a board that just I don't go to a lot. It's deep water. I just don't go to that board a lot because this it kind of freaks me out because this whale just comes out of nowhere and I get a little jumpy. I'm like, oh okay, but it's still fun. It was a fun game as you can see on the back. Hook one and hang on. Yeah, you know. Booyah! The best out of the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Yes, the best. This is the best. You know, yes, 3 is more for the next gen. This is the best. This is, out of all of them, to me, the best. 56 characters. Not a measly 30-something. You know, I'm hearing them that they have something planned. Marvel has something planned for Comic-Con this year to announce something for the third one. But you know, this is where it's at. This is where it's at, people. Yes. Okay, give you some of the sports games. Dreamcast's first babies. This is where a lot of them came off of. You know, the NBA 2K series and the NFL 2K series. These classics right here. This is where it all started, especially for all those that like the basketball, the 2K series. And the NBA series. This is pretty much, like my bro just said, this is pretty much what really picked up, you know, EA was like, you know what, we got to do something. Be an asshole and get the NFL license. That's just my opinion, people. Now, some people might say, man, why don't you sell these? No, I won't sell them. Okay, so we're going to move on. Power Stone 1. Power Stone 2. I would love to see these two games brought back. Capcom, bring these games back. This was a very fun open world fighting type game, pretty much like what Super Smash Brothers is. It's just Capcom style. And as you can see, this was my favorite character in the game. As you can see right here, Wong Tong. He was my favorite. It was a very fun game. This was just these two games were just really fun to play. Very fun to game. You get your buddies together and have all 4 controllers in, and you have a party going. It was so fun to play. These games were just really fun to play. Okay, the game that started it all with pretty much the realism and things like this, of course, I'm talking about Shenmue. As you can see how thick the discs are, because there's like 2 discs to play this game. This is the beginning of the game. Ryu Hazuki, basically, seeking revenge for the death of his father by finding the guy Lan Di. Lan Di was a creepy dude. If he's not, I can actually put him in my top, probably in a list of video game bad guys, because he just came off very badass in this game. This game is pretty much what started all the, you know, you got to be here at a certain time to do this. You know, all the quick time events were cool. You know, but a lot of people just couldn't really take all that realism. You know, I liked it. I really enjoyed the whole realism of the aspect of the game. To me, that was just me. It was just fun, just very fun. All right. Oops, sorry about that. Project Justice. This is the second of the Rival Schools series. Good game right here. Very good game. The story mode was pretty good. Once again, you go through, take a story from all the different schools that are in this game. Uh, Tayo, Ghetto, Pacific, Justice High School, all the different high schools in this game was fun. We also get to play with a much stronger version of Batsu, Burnin Batsu, where he did more intense training, got stronger. It was cool. Uh, Very fun game. Capcom, bring this series back too, please. Um, this game right here was I just bought it. I thought it'd be fun. And as you can see, Psychic Force 2012. Uh, it's okay. This game right here. You pretty much play with everybody in this game has a sort of form of psychokinesis, basically, whether you're pyrokinesic, hydrokinesic, earth, basically control the earth, things like that. That's all this game is. It's fun. It's not bad. But you just stay in one area. You just fly it's like a little circle that keeps you in one area, and then you just fight it out. But not the best fighting game to think of. But I bought it on a wing. It was at the time when Dreamcast was still big. Bought it on a wing. It was really cheap, so I just bought it. Oops. Okay. Crazy Taxi 1. Love this game. If you can find this in the arcades, guys, it's still fun to play. This game is still holds up, and it's actually on Xbox Live and I think the PlayStation Network as well. It's just a fun game. You take the character wherever they want to go. Like, take me to KFC, and you got to get there in time. And if you don't get there in time, the guy or the woman jumps out of the taxi. It had a lot of marketing. A lot of brands put a lot of their stuff behind it. KFC, Pizza Hut, Reebok, Fila, all these big franchises you could think of was a part of this game. It's good stuff. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Good game here. Was Resident Evil finally moved from, I guess you could say, the PlayStation, Sony for a while, and moved over to Sega, and they did a good job with this game. This one picks up for the first and only Dreamcast game out of the Resident Evil series. This was pretty good. This one picks up after 2. Claire goes over to Europe to find the Umbrella, the European branch of Umbrella. She gets captured. They take her to this island, and all hell breaks loose. Of course, Chris is in this. As you can see, brother and sister are in this game, and it was fun. It's just a fun game. It's just fun. I love the Resident Evil series a lot, and from time to time, I might break this out and play it, sometimes, but it still has that kind of feel that, you remember how it used to be, you had to aim, you had to look around, aim like this and stuff like that, or it's kind of, but it was still fun. Sega Smash Pack, Volume 1. The only one, pretty much. This is basically a lot of the classic Sega Genesis games and Saturn games, from, as you can see, Vector Man, Golden Axe, Shinobi, Virtual Cop, Sonic, of course. You got also Streets of Rage 2, Columns, uh, Ultra Beast, Phantasy Star, uh, Shining Force, and Sega's very own first wrestling game, Wrestle Wars. But it was fun. It's got 12 games on this. Good stuff. Soul Calibur, the first one. This is what started it all. That's all I need to do is give you a smile. Good stuff. Uh, at one point, Capcom had the license to this very dark character, and I'm talking about Spawn. Capcom had the license to the Spawn franchise for a while, and Spawn, the in the demon's hand. This was a open world fighting game. Once again, you play with a lot of characters from the Spawn universe, and me and my cousins, we would just have a blast playing this game. You know, we would just go, you know, once again, pop in 4 controllers, have a blast playing this game. You play with all the different spawns, violators in this, brimstone, you know, you even get to play with Al Simmons, you know, in this game. It was fun. It was a fun take what Capcom did with this game. It's fun. All the angels are in this game as well. Angela, you know, people like that you could play with.